here today.
Well, the face-off guys so integral to what will transpire. Both about 60% this year. James Reilly of Georgetown, Alec stathakis of the Pioneers, and it's controlled here by DU. The teams met April 1st at Cooper Field in DC in the regular. Another UNC transfer, Jacob Kelly, with the assist, his 23rd of the year. Face-off off the violation belongs here to the Hoyas. You'll hear that theme. Kevin Warren has been active in the portal the last Monday. Some of the other guys starting to ramp up the production. Bill Tierney looking on with his team giving up the first two of this game. Reilly trying to save it, can't. Pioneers looking to see what they can trick of the season for the grad student. Steve, those 5 3-goal or better outings have come in the last 6 games for Georgetown. It's part of the reason the Hoyas have been so spectacular of late, reeling off 11 in a row. Back on attack here for the Pioneers to see if they can get something rolling on the offensive end. Hinks with 3 of 6 in a row in the ACC, late 80s, early 90s. In the ACC, no automatic bid currently, down to just 5 schools playing lacrosse. We'll touch more on that coming up halftime throughout this game about factors for the national tournament selection, who's in, who's out. Right now, both these teams want to get in.
From the inside.
Guy playing a little bit different role this year. Working on the second midfield unit. 4 goals against Loyola a couple of weeks back. And now, but Stevie said that job taught him a ton. He had his first meeting with the team and he said, look, I don't know anything about soccer, but I'll recruit hard, get good players. And he said they taught him about the game, and it was a big kind of building. And now Denver going to take it on the face-off. Try to see what they can do here. Let's check it. They'll get Avery to roam up and pick it up. Their season for the junior from Centennial, Colorado. And scores now for a 2nd straight Big East tournament game. Goal against Villanova, now one here against Georgetown. Control final. And now a pair thus far here. Georgetown, just like the other night against Providence, 8-1 lead here. First half. And doing it against the Denver team. Back to the top 10. Certainly in the mix to get to the NCAA tournament.
Check.
How about that? Excellent check. Minikis from behind. Popping the equipment out of the hands of Stathakis. Hoya ball.
You're in a great spot here if you're Georgetown. That's a good win right there. They're going to get a couple of seconds here on the man up.
Stathakis with a big face-off when he scored off the opening face-off of the semifinal in the win against Hill. Sophomore from Newton, Mass, as he goes off his backside and right into the stick of the waiting Solomon, who scores it. And like that,
and really just dominating Denver.
Reilly trying to fling it back. Tomanovich in the scrum for it. Call going against Denver. Hoya ball. Will Godine so active in his short stick defense.
Most goals in the Big East tournament history.
Had 7. Denver 2, throwing Jack Thompson into the net to try to spark things, but that didn't even help the cause. And you see there, Hoya player down, and that's Reilly. Steve, we noticed him kind of come off a little lame in the semifinal win and then came back in, and now this time he's down a little longer.
Yeah, and we caught him on the mic last game talking to the trainer, and he said hamstring, and that looks like it right there, the way he went down and started grabbing the back of his leg. So dealing with it a little bit last game, and seems to have brought it a little bit to this game as well.
And getting a little assistance from the athletic training staff to get off. Again, he is certainly a big reason this Hoya team has generated this winning streak. Again, they may not need him a ton here this game if they can protect this lead, but that certainly would be damaging for them. in the NCAA tournament. In Carson, Milburn has taken in the neighborhood of 60 face-offs this year. Senior from Lakewood Ranch, Florida. But for Kevin Warren's team, you need to be good, and Steve, you need to be healthy here down the stretch. That's certainly set up with his 6 after the hat trick the other night in the semis. Back to the draw we go, and there is the attempt there on the face-off. Milburn able to help win it. So again, Reilly out with the...
And he's done his job.
Will Bowen again, the headliner, is 2-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. But Wallace Halpert Jr. has been great. James Donaldson, too, another senior. McGurran, Tomanovich with the pole.
Dangles, ball placement, and that one just throws it past the goalie. Good heat on that one.
Dordovic now 56 goals on the season. And again, 10 here in this last 2-game stretch. In the 9 here in the 2 tournament games for the Hoyas. That's a new Big East record. Stathakis still fighting hard. Senior winning the face-off. Again, Denver's got that edge, Steve, here in this game, 12-7. But 11 costly turnovers for the Pioneers. Trying to keep this offense perked up. Face-off wise, Carson Milburn had a crack. That's Wilson Van Buren in the mix. But possession here for Stathakis, trying to get it to Halpert. Turned over. And now that's Halpert with the bonus with the penalty against Donaldson. So man-up opportunity. Pioneers 1 of 3 on the man-up so far on this Saturday. Sparrow scoops it on the ground ball with the long pole. But Hinks, after the traffic was created in front, able to gobble it up, and the Hoyas take control.
Coach not going to be happy with that. You get a man-up opportunity for a full minute, and your long